So good morning, everyone. Till the last class, we have seen the basics of C, where we have seen control statements, we have seen looping statement, we have seen conditional statements, we have seen, you can say something called as loops, switch case, and we have seen break, continue. And yesterday we have started with functions, and then we have seen recursion. And the last topic that I have explained was the storage class, right? In case of storage class, we basically have 4 different keywords. One is auto, static, register, and extern. So this was the last topic that also we have seen something called as recursion. If a function is calling itself, then we can say it's a recursion concept. Moving ahead to the most important point, which is called as pointer in case of C programming. So I will explain everyone what do you mean by a pointer, and when you talk about a pointer, what actually a pointer holds, how do you declare a pointer, how do you define a pointer, and then you will basically go ahead with the concept of we will see through the program. Now, let us first understand the basic of pointer. The reason is if you do not understand this basics, you will not be able to solve the problems with respect to 1D array, 2D array, and string pointer. So when I'm talking about a pointer, you have to remember a pointer is a normal variable only, but it holds variable, it holds address. This is the main meaning of a pointer. It holds always the address, right? Your pointer do not stores the value directly. It can point to some value that is called as a pointer. So when I say pointer, it holds the address. That's it. For example, let us say right now I'm declaring in my program, I'm declaring integer num, which is equal to 30. Now, if I try to draw this, then can I say, let us assume this is num, and obviously this num will be allocated value as 30. And as I say, every data member or every element have the memory allocation. So yahan pe 4 bytes of memory milega. Assume I'm saying its address is 1000. Did you all understand up to this point? All right. Now, let us say if I ask you what is there in num, what you will give me answer? 30. Very good. If I ask you what is there in address of num, what you will give me answer? It is 1000. Good. So when I'm talking about num, you are fetching the contents within it, that is 30. When I'm talking about address of num, I'm fetching the 1000 value, that is nothing but you can say 1000 is basically the address of num. Now let us go ahead. If I say I am declaring integer ptr, now can you please tell me, is it a normal variable declaration? Is it a normal variable declaration? Yes. But if I say I wish to declare a pointer variable, I will precede a variable with the asterisk sign, right? Internally, what happens? Internally, your operating system gives me a variable which is having a name called as ptr. Obviously, this is also a variable. It will receive some memory address. Let us say I'm giving 2000. Now, have I assigned any value to the ptr variable? No. If I have not assigned, I have to initialize the pointer. So how do we initialize or how do we declare a pointer definition? It is basically, I am intimating my compiler, जो भी मेरा pointer है, उसमें address of num store करो. The reason is I cannot say pointer can hold a value directly. Pointer is a variable which points to the memory address of any other variable. That's why we say pointer is a variable which holds the address. So can you please tell me, अब pointer के अंदर content क्या जाना चाहिए? 1000. Have you understood up to this point? Everyone. The another option is when you are declaring integer pointer ptr and you're writing address of num, this is also a valid syntax. Here, I'll say this is a pointer declaration. This is a pointer definition. This is pointer initialization. अगर आपको याद रहेगा तो हम integer num लिखते हैं तो इसको मैं बोलती हूँ variable declaration. If I assign some value to it, then I'll say it is a variable definition. But if I write integer num is equal to 20, it is called as variable initialization. So you have both the options. Either first you declare and then assign a value, or you can just assign the values. Now, when you talk about this particular num is equal to 30, integer pointer ptr, ptr is equal to num, this is how the diagram looks like. If I ask you now, can you please tell me What is there in PTR? What is there in PTR? It's the address of num, which is 1000. What is address of PTR? Means मेरे pointer का address क्या है? It is 2000. Right? Now, in case of pointer, we have two special operators. The first operator is AND operator, which is called as reference operator, or it is also called as address of operator. It is used to fetch the address of that operator, of that particular location, you can say. And it has next operator, which is basically asterisk sign, which is called as dereferencing operator, or you can also call it as value of operator. What is dereferencing? Dereferencing means fetch the value at that location. At which location? Wherever the pointer is pointing. So if I ask, or if I say, I need value at PTR, in this case, how this will be treated? Asterisk will remain same. PTR में क्या है? What is there in PTR? 1000. What is value at 1000? 30. Means can I say, in case of pointer, if I only write a pointer PTR, which will give me the content within that. But if I write value at PTR, it will give me the value wherever it is pointing. Did you all get it up to this point? Now, as I say, pointer is a variable which holds the address. हमेशा आपका एक वेरिएबल पॉइंटर का रहेगा, हमेशा वो आपका एड्रेस ही स्टोर करेगा. So that is the reason address is basically stored in the unsigned integer format. That is the reason size of pointer is always a fix, that is either 4 bytes or 8 bytes. Have you understood? Size of pointer is always fixed, which is either 4 bytes or 8 bytes. This is fixed. All right. Now, let me take one more scenario in continuation with it. What I'll say, यहाँ तक पहले सबको समझ में आया? Any questions till this point? The reason is if you do not understand this, then you will not basically understand the next concepts. Any queries? No. ठीक. Now what I want, I wish to have one or more variable. Okay. I wish to have one more variable. Pranav, repeat pointer, that means I'm not getting which point you have not understood. Right? A pointer is a variable, it holds the address. तो जब मैं pointer की बात करती हूँ, वो मेरे किसी memory location पे point करता है. At this point, I'm saying integer num is equal to 30, तो num आया 30. Num को कोई तो memory address मिलेगा, that is 1000. And when I say I am accessing num, I'll get 30. Address of num, I'll get 1000. But if I say I have to go for pointer which holds the address of num, so I have to tell to the compiler मेरा pointer num की address को store कर रहा है. तो num की address क्या है? 1000. It is storing that 1000 value. What is dereferencing operator? Dereferencing means it will fetch the value at that location. So if you observe, I have written value at PTR. Now please understand what is there in PTR. 1000 is there in PTR. What is value at PTR? Value at 1000 is nothing but 30. That's the reason pointer PTR will give me answer as 30. समझ में आया? Normal variable cannot store address. Sahil, PTR, what is output of PTR is equal to address num. Now Sahil, that's what I have asked you before covering the pointer. अगर मैं बोलती हूँ integer num, it's a normal variable. अगर मैं बोलती हूँ integer PTR, is it a normal variable? You all have said yes, it is a normal variable. But when I precede this variable with asterisk, तो मेरे compiler को समझ में आता है कि it is basically a pointer variable which can have the address storage, which can point to some address. ये syntax है. Okay, Arpit, Sahil, right. If your compiler, Haniraj, if your compiler is of 32-bit, pointer size will be 4 bytes. If your compiler is of 64-bit, then you have a size of pointer as 8 bytes. Okay. Yes, Durgesh, can you see the first most important statement that I have written? Pointer is a variable. It holds the address. स्टार्ट ही वहां से किया था मैंने. इज इट फाइन? राइट. नाउ यहां तक समझ में आया? आई हैव क्विकली रिवाइज द सेम थिंग अगेन. सौरभ, वेट फॉर कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. साइज ऑफ कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर विल बी ऑल्सो 4 बाइट्स. जब मैं पॉइंटर वेरिएबल की बात करती हूं तो मुझे हमेशा साइज 4 बाइट्स ही मिलता है, बिकॉज पॉइंटर की कैपेसिटी क्या है? पॉइंटर कैपेसिटी इज टू होल्ड द एड्रेस. ओके, ऑलराइट. नेक्स्ट. Next, suppose I wish to have one variable which is ptr. Okay, when I say I wish to have another variable, ऐसा एक वेरिएबल जो मेरे पॉइंटर का एड्रेस स्टोर करना चाहिए. What I want a variable which can hold another pointer address. Means I want into this pointer data as 2000. Have you understood the requirement, everyone? Right. Now, if you talk about this 2000, can you please tell me, is my 2000 is a value or is it an address? It's an address. It's an address. Correct. So, if I say I want to go for storing the address, तो क्या मैं pointer variable create करूंगी? Yes. So I will declare integer pointer pptr. यहां तक समझ में आया? Everyone? Right. Now, can I say this ppt this pptr this pptr is basically pointing to another pointer? Right. So it is called as pointer to pointer. When I say pointer to pointer, I have to go for 2 times asterisk sign. This is called as level 1 indirection. This is called as level 2 indirection. Can I have n level indirection? Yes, आप कितने भी levels आगे बढ़ा सकते हो. But as far as your syllabus is concerned, we will restrict ourselves to the level 2 only. समझ में आया? जैसे ही मैं PPTR declare करती हूँ, obviously PPTR will have its own address, maybe let us say 3000. I'm just assuming these addresses, right? Now, when I say PPTR is holding another pointer address, so I have to compulsory write 2 asterisk sign. From this, your compiler will understand that this PPTR is holding address of another pointer. How will I write it? I'll say PPTR is holding address of pointer. समझ में आया? Everyone. So if any variable is holding other pointer address, that variable is called as pointer to pointer variable. All right, good. If you have understood up to this point, then yes, you can have. That's what Hardik I said. अगर next PPTR का भी एड्रेस आपको स्टोर करना है तो आपको इंटीजर पॉइंटर 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 PTR लिखना पड़ेगा. Okay, right. Now, suppose if I ask you what is there in PPTR, what you will give me? 2000. Good. What is address of PPTR? Please give me the answer in the form of numbers. It is 3000, right? What is value at PPTR? What is value at 2000? It is 1000. Can I say like this? All right. What is value at PPTR? Let us understand. Value at 2000. Value at 2000 is 1000. Value at 1000 is 30. Means can I say it is a 2-level indirection? Right? So if you observe this value, I have got it as 2000. Again, I try to find value at 2000, which I've got it as 1000. And again, value at 1000, I've got it as 30. Did you all understand up to this point? Right? So can I say by looking at this example, num value is equal to 30, pointer PTR value is also 30, pointer PPTR value is also 30. So can I say I am accessing this num variable in an indirect way? All right. Now, someone have asked me, integer pointer PTR is equal to num. ये नहीं समझ में आया. Let me explain. If I write integer num, can you please tell me, is it a variable declaration or definition? It's just a declaration. Num is equal to 20. What it is? Is it a variable declaration or definition? I'll say it is a definition. Can I combine these two statements by writing integer num is equal to 20? इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Initialization. Good. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Next, suppose I'm writing integer pointer PTR. Can you please tell me, is it a declaration or definition? It is just the declaration. I'm writing PTR is holding address of num. What it is? It is a definition. If I wish to combine these two, how will I intimate my compiler? मैं compiler को बोलूंगी कि I am going to use one pointer variable PTR which is holding address of num. This is nothing but initialization. आप समझ में आया? The one who have asked me, someone I don't have just checked the chat box. Okay. Have you understood? Yes, Kalpesh. Have you understood? All right. Any questions so far? So this concept is called as a pointer concept. Okay. Now I'll go a little ahead by taking this diagram and I'll say, yes, you can have any pointer name. This is just a naming convention, Swapnil. It's a user-defined variable. You can give any name. Provided whenever you want to declare a pointer, you have to precede it with asterisk sign. Okay. All right. Now, yes, Tushar, that is also correct. Okay. Shall I go a little ahead? All right. Now, if I'm saying I am making, I'll take three possible combinations. If I say the first time I'm making num is equal to 40, right? I'll use different color codes so that you will understand. So can I say, अब मेरा num का value जो initially 30 था, my num value which was initially 30 will be now changed to 40. If I change this value, do you agree? Everyone? So after this, if I write pointer PTR, will you please tell me now what is pointer PTR? 40. What is pointer PPTR? It will be 40. Have you understood the first scenario? Everyone. Right. Second scenario. I'll say, now I'm saying to my compiler, please make pointer PTR is equal to 50. Means whatever, wherever my pointer is pointing, please change that value to 50. What is value at PTR now? It was 40. I am renaming it and I'm changing it to 50. This is next. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? So can I say through the pointer, I'm able to change the value of num in an indirect way. That's why we say a pointer is a variable which holds the another value in an indirect way. So if I write num is equal to now, obviously I'm going to get 50. Pointer PPTR, obviously I'm going to get 50. समझ में आया? All right. Now, let me go ahead. I'll say the third scenario. Now I'm saying pointer PPTR is equal to 60. It means what? Value at PTR, value at num, make it as 60 means indirectly I'm making this value as 60. If I'm making this value as 60, in that case, when I try to access num, I'm going to get value as 60. When I'm getting the value as pointer PTR, I'm going to get it as 60. समझ में आया? Everyone, I'll save this diagram. Is it okay? Any questions so far? No. All right. Shall we write programs with respect to pointer? All right. So I will prove all these points with the help of example. I'll say day 6_1.c. Right. Tushar, PPTR is another pointer. PPTR is another pointer, which is basically holding address of another pointer. If any pointer is holding address of another pointer, that is called as pointer to pointer. What is the need of pointer to pointer? मुझे किसी और pointer का address save करना है तो मैं pointer to pointer declare करती हूँ. And if I save pointer to pointer, it is two level indirection of pointer, because through this pointer I can only access PTR. Through this PTR I will be able to access this num value. That is called as pointer to pointer. Have you understood? Okay. Yes, you have tried to change, Amay. We have tried to change the value inside num in an indirect way through the addresses. And that is what is the need of basically pointer. Is it fine? Got it. Good. So we will take the same example. Yes, Aisha. अगर आपको float variable है तो pointer float का declare करो. Integer का address store करना है तो integer का store करो. Character का address store करना है, character pointer store करो. You can have any kind of pointer. ठीक है? Why you need to change the value? Akshay, it is because size will always remain same, which is 4 bytes. The reason is pointer की capacity क्या है? Address store करने की. तो आपका वो integer का address ले लो, float का address ले लो, या character का address. Ultimately, that is address only. So that's why the size is always 4 bytes. It's always an unsigned integer. Okay, you have to declare accordingly. Absolutely correct. If I say I wish to go for integer, then you will go for integer for pointer. If I say I have to go for character, then go for character pointer, and so on. Why do we change the values? It is not changing the values. It is basically accessing some, you can say, some memory locations in an indirect way. That is basically your meaning of pointer is. Okay. We use pointer only to show the address and how we declare value by pointer. Durgesh, that's what I'm explaining with the help of program. तो आपको जो मैंने concept समझाया है वो मैं आपको program के through prove करूंगी अभी. Yes, Tushar, true. I will explain. The आगे पहले मुझे बेसिक्स ऑफ पॉइंटर्स बताने दो, फिर मैं आपको पॉइंट कॉल बाय रेफरेंस कंसेप्ट और फंक्शंस में सब बताऊंगी. ठीक है? So I'll say I have integer num which is equal to 30. Okay, I'm declaring integer ptr which is holding address of num. This is called as a pointer definition or pointer initialization, where I'm intimating my compiler, please hold the address of num. Let us just try to print the num value in %d. So I will write num over here. I wish to print value at ptr. What is value at ptr? 30. So can I say value at ptr is going to give me the answer in %d format? All right, good. Let us try to print, I'll say num in %u, or let us say I'm writing address of num. So will it give me address of num? Everyone, correct. And if I say ptr, can you please tell me what is there in ptr? ptr में क्या है? Address of num. So which format specifier I should go for? %u. समझ में आया? Everyone, have you understood up to this point? Okay. Now Let us just try to first go with pointer and normal variable, and let us observe the output. Yes, Ashwini, I'll explain. Let it get compiled, you will understand. Meanwhile, let us observe the diagram. Can you observe num की वैल्यू मुझे 30 दिया था, पॉइंटर ptr की वैल्यू मुझे क्या आई थी 30. इज इट अ इंटीजर नंबर? तो अगर मुझे वैल्यू एट ptr एंड नम को वैल्यू डिस्प्ले करना है तो आई शुड राइट %d एज अ फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर. यस और नो एवरीवन? सेकंड, अगर आप इस डायग्राम को देखोगे, एड्रेस ऑफ नम इज नथिंग बट नम का एड्रेस, and what is there in ptr, which is nothing but address of num only. Can I say 1000 and this 1000 are the addresses in our case? तो अगर मुझे एड्रेस प्रिंट करना है, एड्रेस इज ऑलवेज गिवन इन अनसाइंड इंटीजर फॉर्मेट व्हिच इज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर. तो कैन आई से अनसाइंड इंटीजर के लिए आई हैव टू यूज %u. All right, now let us execute and check. Am I getting num value as 30 in %d format? Am I getting pointer ptr, which is nothing but value at ptr, which is 30, which is an integer number? I've used the correct format specifier. Address of num means num ka khud ka address, so that is nothing but it is giving me something 6632. And what is ptr? ptr ka khud ka address, ptr ke andar kaun se content hai? Address of num. So is it giving me the same output? Have you understood? In our example, I have considered 1000 and 1000, but my compiler have given me obviously its own memory addresses based on the availability. अगर मैं आपको बोलती हूँ कि now please tell me PTR में क्या आएगा? Sorry, address of PTR में क्या आएगा? Obviously एक दूसरा एड्रेस आएगा, मतलब पॉइंटर का खुद का एड्रेस आएगा. Can I say like this? Are you observing the output? Are you understanding and trying to link the same with the help of diagram which I have drawn? Address of ptr मतलब pointer का खुद का address, and that is what I am printing. समझ में आया? Everyone. That's fine, Saurabh. As I said, please listen carefully. इसलिए तो मैंने आपको कहा ना कि आप पहले पॉइंटर डिक्लेयर करो, बाद में उसको डिफाइन करो, या आप एक ही लाइन पे लिखो. ये दोनों सेम ही है ना. This is what I have shown, and that's the reason I have put it this into comments. Right, Saurabh? Right. Line number 8 में, please Sanket observe. Address of num. एड्रेस ऑफ नम, मुझे वो नम का एड्रेस दिया है 6636. अब पॉइंटर क्या होल्ड कर रहा है? पॉइंटर भी एड्रेस ऑफ नम होल्ड कर रहा है. तो पॉइंटर ptr अगर मैं प्रिंट करूंगी इन %u फॉर्मेट, तो ऑब्वियसली इट विल गिव मी द सेम एड्रेस व्हिच माय नम इज हैविंग. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड लाइन नंबर 8? राइट ऋषि, if you are talking about pointer ptr और मैं %u लिखूंगी, तो it is a wrong specifier by the developer. Value at ptr is going to give me value, so value के लिए मैं format specifier गलत क्यों यूज करूंगी ना? It's my duty to develop, or it's my duty to specify the correct format specifier. Right? %u Shukrajit is used for unsigned integer because your address is stored in unsigned format. तो जो डेटा मुझे आउटपुट में डिस्प्ले करना है, in that case I have to use correct format specifier. ऋषि %s मैंने अभी तक इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं किया है. Do not create a confusion over here for others. %s is for string, but we have not yet seen that. Okay? समझ में आया? अब मैं आपको बोलती हूँ कि मुझे पॉइंटर का एड्रेस बताओ. पॉइंटर का एड्रेस क्या है? एड्रेस ऑफ ptr. एड्रेस ऑफ ptr is a pointer address which is पॉइंटर का खुद का एड्रेस. ऑब्वियसली वो अलग है क्योंकि पॉइंटर एक खुद में ही वेरिएबल है, उसका एक एड्रेस इज 2000 इन आवर केस, एंड यहाँ पे मुझे आया 6632. अलग आया क्या एड्रेस? Yes, Hardik, you cannot assign negative addresses. इसलिए अनसाइंड इंटीजर रहता है। समझ में आया? ओके, एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस? So whatever I have drawn in a diagram up to this point, I have proved it with the help of program. सिर्फ आपको correct format specifiers use करने हैं. I hope you are getting. Yes or no? Now, shall I proceed? Sajan, let me first complete pointer, तो ही मैं pointer to pointer पे जाऊंगी ना. हाँ, right. Now, Saurabh, I'm saying second time. I'm saying this the same statement maybe for the third time. अगर आपको पॉइंटर डिक्लेयर करना है, राइट, और बाद में डिफाइन करना है, तो आप ये दोनों सेंटेंस लिखो. अगर आपको पॉइंटर उसी लोकेशन पे इनिशियलाइज करना है, तो आप ये सिंटैक्स लिखो. Am I now very clear with this, Saurabh? Do not pose the repetitive questions.
मैम, मैं ऐसा बोलना चाहता हूँ कि int स्टार ptr मैंने फर्स्ट लाइन में लिखा और सेकंड लाइन में मैंने स्टार ptr इक्वल्स टू
You cannot.
हाँ,
You cannot. The reason is star ptr is what? It's a value.
यस मैम, मैं वही बोलना चाहता हूँ.
तो वो एड्रेस कैसे स्टोर करेगा ना सौरभ?
ओके.
स्टार पीटीआर इंडिकेट्स व्हाट? जब मैं डिक्लेयर करती हूँ तो मैं कंपाइलर को बताती हूँ कि इट इज माय पॉइंटर वेरिएबल, बट जब मुझे एड्रेस असाइन करना है तो ऑब्वियसली मुझे उस पॉइंटर के अंदर के कंटेंट की बात करती हूँ. जैसे नम है, नम के अंदर के कंटेंट की बात करती हूँ, दैट इज 30. तो पीटीआर इज उसके अंदर के कंटेंट, दैट इज 1000. तो 1000 क्या है? एड्रेस ऑफ नम. सो आई कैन नॉट राइट पॉइंटर पीटीआर इज इक्वल टू एड्रेस ऑफ नम. दैट इज रॉन्ग. So if you want to initialize it at the time of declaration, then you can use this syntax, otherwise the above one. I hope now, Saurabh, it's clear to you. Everyone. Right? समझ में आया सौरभ? And everyone? Right? आपका कंपाइलर का एड्रेस और आपका सिस्टम का एड्रेस और मेरा सिस्टम का एड्रेस अलग रहेगा. The reason is every OS is having its own memory management techniques. Every OS has its own memory and memory management is part of operating system only. So हमेशा आपको ये एड्रेस डिफरेंट मिलेगा on each and every machine. Okay? Please understand, जब मैं सिर्फ PTR लिखती हूँ तो वो मेरे एड्रेस ऑफ नम को देता है और इसके लिए मुझे %u फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर लिखना है. जब मैं वैल्यू एट पीटीआर बोलती हूँ, सो इट विल गिव मी वैल्यू at which pointer is pointing. For this, I will use %d format specifier. And when I'm saying address of PTR means pointers its own address. And when I say its own address, तो format specifier क्या use करूंगी? एड्रेस प्रिंट करने के लिए which format specifier I will use? I'll use %u. अब समझ में आया सबको? जो डेटा मुझे रिप्रेजेंट करना है वही डेटा मैं आउटपुट में उस फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर में रिप्रेजेंट करूंगी और मैंने यहाँ पे वही किया है ना अभी. इज इट फाइन? ठीक, shall I go ahead? Next, I'm writing integer pointer pptr. Can you please tell me, is it a pointer to pointer? Yes. अब मैं कंपाइलर को बोलती हूँ pptr is having a capability to hold address of ptr. This is called as pointer definition. आपको एक ही लाइन पे इनिशियलाइज करना है, you can write integer pointer pptr is equal to address of ptr. Have you understood up to this point? All right. Now, if yes, then let us assume I wish to print address of ptr and I wish to print pptr. Can you please tell me which format specifier I should go for the first one? Address of PTR, कौन सा format specifier आएगा? %u. PPTR के लिए कौन सा format specifier आएगा? Obviously %u, because PPTR is holding the address. I wish to print the address, so I will go for %u. Next, if I say I wish to go for value at PTR and value at pptr, मुझे अब ये दोनों values display करनी है. Now, can you please tell me which format specifier I'll go for over here? Obviously %d. वैल्यू फेच करनी है तो ऑब्वियसली %d. If I ask you, if I just wish to print address of PPTR, मतलब PPTR का खुद का एड्रेस, so which format specifier I should go for? %u. Have you understood now? Next, can you please tell me line number 15 will give me the same output for two values or the different output? Just guess. Address of PTR is holded by my PTR 100%. ये दोनों का वैल्यू मुझे सेम आएगा. Are you getting? Next, pointer PTR, value at PTR is nothing but num. Value at PTR, it is nothing but num. So can I say 100% line number 16 का भी output same value print होगा? And I'm saying, tell me the address of PPTR. In this case, will it be a different than line number 15? Obviously yes, because ये मेरे pointer का खुद का address रहेगा. Let us compile and check. Did you all get it? Address of PTR and this is same. These two are same. This is different. So have I proved this complete part and this complete part for you? Right? Let us try to find printf size in %d, size of PTR. Next, I'm again printing size in %d and I'll write size of PPTR. Both will come as 4 bytes. The reason is ultimately its capacity is to store the address. So am I getting size is equal to 4? Yes, I am. Did you all get it? Everyone? All right. I'll take the next example in which let us assume I'm declaring one integer num which is equal to 30. I'm writing integer pointer PTR which is holding the address of num. I'm declaring one PPTR which is holding address of PTR. Right? Now I'm saying return 0. If I say I wish to go for num value in %d, pointer PTR value in %d, pointer PPTR value in %d, num, comma pointer PTR, comma pointer PPTR. Will you please tell me what output I will get? Everyone, we are going to get all the three values same, which is 30, 30, and 30. After that, I'm writing, now I'm changing the num value as 40. Let us compile and check. After this, am I getting all the three values as 40 and 40? Let us check. Can you see? Num में change किया, लेकिन indirectly pointer में भी हो गया. Let us say, if I change the value through pointer one more time, let us observe. If I change the value through the pointer one more time, I'm printing that value. So initially num was 30. Num के through change किया, I've got 40. Pointer के through change किया, I've got 50 everywhere. And pointer के through change किया, I've got 60 everywhere. So I have proved all these points which are mentioned into this diagram. Hope you all have understood. Have you understood up to this point? Yes, absolutely correct, Tushar. So I can change the values through pointer and through pointer to pointer. Is it okay? अब concept समझ में आया? Pointer क्या है? If yes, shall we go ahead? I'll say here. Now, suppose I'm saying I am writing integer num is equal to 257. Okay. And I'm saying integer pointer PTR is holding the address of num. And if I just wish to print pointer PTR, which is in %d, and num, which is in %d. So pointer PTR and num, I will get it, right? Let us compile the code. I'm sorry, we are in 6.2. So I'm getting the output as 257 and 257. Now, here I'll say pointer type is of integer. Can I say like this? Everyone, right? Integer takes 4 bytes, right? So I will conclude scale factor of pointer is also 4 bytes. What is scale factor? Scale factor is basically, if I try to represent this 257 in the form of binary, can I say this will look like 256 and 257? Can I say this will look like this? बाइनरी में अगर मैंने कन्वर्ट किया तो 257 को, ठीक है ना. इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, जब मेरा पॉइंटर इज होल्डिंग एड्रेस ऑफ नम, पॉइंटर टाइप इज ऑफ टाइप इंटीजर. इंटीजर टेक्स 4 bytes, the scale factor of pointer is 4 bytes. Means what? While dereferencing, this will fetch all 4 bytes of memory. Fetch data from all the 4 bytes of memory. मतलब मेरे पॉइंटर तो ऑब्वियसली एड्रेस ऑफ नम मतलब पहले बाइट का एड्रेस स्टोर करेगा. कैन आई से लाइक दिस? लेकिन अगर मेरा इंटीजर पॉइंटर है तो वो चारों बाइट्स का डेटा मुझे फेच करके देगा. इसलिए मुझे नम की वैल्यू भी 257 थी, पॉइंटर पीटीआर इज आल्सो 257. इज इट ओके? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड अप टू दिस पॉइंट एवरीवन? ठीक. नाउ let us say I will take the same example, and instead of writing integer, I am declaring character. Now can you please tell me what is the type of pointer now? Character. Character takes how many bytes? 1 byte. So scale factor of the pointer is also 1 byte. So while dereferencing, this will fetch the data from 1 byte of memory only. Let us observe the output now. Let me say I'm writing 258. Can I say 258 can be represented like this? This is 256 plus 2, this is 258. अब हम observe करते हैं कि this is giving me just warning. Let us ignore it and check the output. Can you see num value is an integer? I have represented in %d. It is giving me 258 as it is. But can you observe when I try to fetch pointer ptr is holding address of num which is of type character. तो जब वो data fetch करेगा, it will fetch only first byte of data. अब first byte में मेरा क्या data है? 0000010. Can I say it is a number 2? तो can you see output 2 आया? Are you understanding? It means आप character pointer लिखो, integer pointer लिखो, size of the pointer remains same, but what it specifies the scale factor of that pointer. What is scale factor? कि whenever your compiler will try to fetch the data through the pointer, it will fetch based on the scale factor of that particular pointer. इसलिए हम बोलते हैं कि अगर मैं इंटीजर लिखती हूं तो स्टोर इट द एड्रेस इनटू इंटीजर पॉइंटर. इफ आई एम यूजिंग कैरेक्टर, स्टोर इट इनटू अ कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. हैव यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड द मीनिंग ऑफ what is the difference between integer pointer, character pointer, and why should we declare or when should we declare character and when should we declare integer? अगर आप इंटीजर की वैल्यू कैरेक्टर में स्टोर कर रहे हो, कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर में स्टोर कर रहे हो एड्रेस को, इन दैट केस वो सिर्फ फर्स्ट बाइट को ही रेफर करेगा. Rest all bytes it will not refer. So is it giving me output as 2? It is because ये सिर्फ इसी byte को refer करके दे रहा है, because my pointer is having a capability to fetch the data from the first byte only. समझ में आया everyone? All right, now let us take next example of void pointer. Suppose I'm declaring main in which I have declared one void pointer ptr. Now I'm saying I have integer num which is equal to maybe 17. Okay, how do we represent this num? This will be represented as 16 and 70. Can I say like this? This is 2 raised to 1 is 1 is 15 and this is this. Is it okay? Yes or no? 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 is 15. This is 16. Okay, I'll create a number as 16. Okay. Is it okay? Everyone? Have you understood number 16 कैसे store होगा binary में? Right. Now, let us say, have I done any mistake? Are you there? Okay. Now, yes, this is 17. Right, it's 17. I'm sorry. Now, so when you talk about integer, let us say I have one character, ch maybe is equal to a, right? और let us assume मैं character में भी कोई तो एक number store कर रही हूँ, या character ch is let us say having a character value a. Okay. Now, I wish to store address of num. तो by rule अब मुझे एक integer pointer declare करना पड़ेगा. And if I wish to declare a character value to character address to be stored, so I have to create a character pointer also, right? That means for one single program, I need 2 pointers. That means 8 bytes of memory. To avoid this scenario, I will use a void pointer. When I say void pointer, it means a pointer who is not aware about its scale factor at the initial stage. क्या जब मैंने यहाँ पे पॉइंटर डिक्लेयर किया है, क्या उसको पता है क्या कि ये इंटीजर का है, कैरेक्टर का है? नहीं पता है, राइट? इट्स जस्ट अ पॉइंटर which means it can hold the address. अब I am telling to the compiler, let my pointer store address of num. Okay, let us just try to print. I'll say ptr in %u, address of num in %u. So I'll say ptr and address of num. And later on, I am telling my pointer, let my pointer store address of ch. One more time, let me print the address of pointer and ch address. All right, now, let us compile this and check. Can you see pointer and num which was 6632? बाद में जब मैंने कंपाइलर को कहा अब ch की एड्रेस स्टोर करो तो pointer is holding my ch address. Have you understood? तो instead of creating 2 pointers, मेरा एक ही pointer के साथ काम हुआ, right? This is called as void pointer. What is void pointer? A pointer which can point to any memory location and initially it is not aware about the scale factor. Have you understood line number 11 and 15 का output? जब मेरा pointer num की address hold कर रहा था, I was getting that. जब मेरा pointer character की value store कर रहा था, I was getting that. Now, if I wish to say, I wish to print the value of num. So I'll write num. Do you all agree? Right. And %d format specifier? Right. And if I say value at ptr, which format specifier I'll use? Value at ptr के खुद के content means %d. अब आप मुझे ये बताओ कि जब मैं value at ptr करती हूं तो ptr को ये पता है क्या कि मुझे फर्स्ट बाइट रेफर करना है, कितने 2 बाइट्स रेफर करना है, 3 बाइट्स रेफर करना है, 4 और 8? Is my pointer is aware about its scale factor? No. So what is the solution for that? You need to typecast it into integer pointer. इससे क्या होगा? अब जब मेरा void pointer डेटा फेच करेगा वो 4 बाइट्स का डेटा फेच करेगा. So the rule is compulsory while dereferencing void pointer, we must typecast it into correct data type such that void pointer can fetch the correct data, which will specify if you write or while typecasting, all right, typecasting will specify what it will specify. It will specify the scale factor for pointer. अगर आप उसका scale factor नहीं बताते हो तो this will give you a compile time error. Similarly, जब मैंने यहाँ पे कहा कि now please hold the character value, I'm saying I wish to print ch in %c. Okay, you can print ch in %c. I wish to print value at ptr in %c. क्या अब मुझे स्केल फैक्टर पता है? नहीं, तो मैं उसको चेंज करूंगी इनटू कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर. सो इससे क्या हुआ? दो पॉइंटर्स के बदले एक ही पॉइंटर के साथ मेरा काम हो गया. Let us understand. Let us observe the output. Can you see? Initially, my pointer was holding address of num. I've got 6632, 6632. जब मैंने num और integer pointer किया तो I've got this value. जब मैंने character ch कहा I've got 6631 and जब मैंने a character को print किया तो I've got that value. Did you all get it? Everyone. Quickly go through the code of void pointer because this is must. You must be confident into these types of questions. The only thing is you have to basically observe that in the case of void pointer, you have to typecast that data. Okay. Right. Aisha, in this case, pointer is not holding two values. Pointer is basically pointing to one address at a time. Okay. कल्पेश, नम की वैल्यू %d में, नम की वैल्यू %d में, पॉइंटर की वैल्यू स्टार पीटीआर हम लिखते हैं वैल्यू फेच करने के लिए, बट स्टार पीटीआर होने की वजह से मुझे यहाँ पे वैल्यू नहीं मिल रहा है बिकॉज मेरे पॉइंटर इज वॉइड पॉइंटर. वॉइड पॉइंटर होने की वजह से इट विल बेसिकली ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज माय स्केल फैक्टर बाय लुकिंग इनटू इट्स टाइपकास्टिंग ऑपरेशन. समझ में आया? Float size is 4 bytes, size of float, and yes, Akshay, size of pointer is always fixed. That's what I have repeated, Shreya. Line number 12 में my pointer was holding integer value, तो मैंने integer pointer में लिखा उसको. Line number 16 पे my pointer is holding character value, so मैंने उसको character pointer में typecast किया. So जिस डेटा को मुझे रेफर करना है उस पर्टिकुलर टाइप में मुझे पॉइंटर को टाइपकास्ट करना पड़ेगा. That is basically use of void pointer. Just a minute. Yes, Amol and Shreya. Which point you have not understood? CH as it is display हुआ है. %C is a CH. What is CH? Value as A. तो A आया. Next, PTR के content. But PTR के content fetch करने के लिए उसको ये तो पता होना चाहिए कितने bytes रेफर करना है मुझे. So for that I have to write character pointer. So character pointer, it will print A for me. And PTR is holding address of CH. तो लाइन नंबर 18 पे मैंने सिर्फ एड्रेस प्रिंट किया है PTR और CH का. अनिरुद्ध, as अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ ना, इसलिए मैंने प्रीवियस एग्जांपल स्केल फैक्टर का लिया. लिसन वेरी केयरफुली. अगर मैं लिखती हूँ %C, आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग दिस, एंड इफ आई राइट CH एंड इफ आई राइट पॉइंटर PTR, नाउ CH में क्या आएगा आउटपुट इन %C फॉर्मेट? A आएगा. एवरीवन. नेक्स्ट, वैल्यू एट PTR. वैल्यू एट PTR को मैं %C में रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ. व्हाट इज वैल्यू एट PTR? What is PTR? PTR is holding address of CH. But is my PTR is aware about how much is the byte of data I want to refer? No. तो मुझे बताना पड़ेगा ना पॉइंटर को कि अरे ये कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर है, उसको रेफर करो as 1 byte. Have you understood the meaning of writing inside the bracket? If you are using a void pointer, तो आपको compulsory typecast करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, your compiler will not understand. Have you understood? Okay. Why we use void? See, because I want to reduce the size of the pointer, number of pointer usage. यस हार्दिक, क्योंकि मुझे पॉइंटर का स्केल फैक्टर नहीं पता है इसलिए। ओके शुक्रजीत, I request everyone, please go through the code and observe line number 10 and line number 19 very carefully. Line number 12 and line number 19 very carefully. Along with that, 10th line पे मेरा पॉइंटर इंटीजर को पॉइंट कर रहा है, तो मुझे इंटीजर पॉइंटर में टाइपकास्ट करना पड़ेगा। 17th लाइन पे माय पॉइंटर इज होल्डिंग एड्रेस ऑफ CH, तो मैं कैरेक्टर, उसको जब डेटा फेच करने के बोलूंगी तो मैं कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर बोलूंगी। अंकित, जब आपके पास फ्लोट वैल्यू रहेगा, अगर मेरा पॉइंटर फ्लोट को पॉइंट करेगा तो ऑब्वियसली मैं यहाँ पे फ्लोट पॉइंटर लिखूंगी। इट इज नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक। स्केल फैक्टर मींस कितने बाइट्स का डेटा मुझे फेच करना है। समझ में आया? आर यू स्टिल कंफ्यूज्ड? I cannot see yes into the chat box. If you forgot to give the typecasting, it will give you the error, सूरज, because value at PTR से कंपाइलर को कैसे पता चलेगा कि मेरे को 1 बाइट रेफर करना है, 2 बाइट्स, 3 बाइट्स, 4 बाइट्स, तो मुझे उसको बताना पड़ेगा ना। Got it. I hope you have understood. No, it will not affect. I just wanted one single pointer who can do the task for me. If you say I have declared a void pointer initially, so obviously this is a void pointer which is PTR, which is having, let us say, 4000 memory location. I have said I have declared num. So in my program, I have a variable called as num. I have a variable called as ch. Obviously, this is num. This is having a value 17. This is having a value as 1000. When I say ch, it is having a character a. It is having 2000. Right? After that, I'm saying now my pointer is holding address of num. अब मेरा पॉइंटर, ये मेरा void पॉइंटर है। अगर मैं बोलती हूँ my pointer is pointing to num, तो can you please tell me अब मेरा पॉइंटर के अंदर किसका एड्रेस रहेगा? ऑब्वियसली 1000 एड्रेस रहेगा। नाउ जब मेरा पॉइंटर 1000 एड्रेस को पॉइंट कर रहा है, तो हैव आई गॉट द सेम आउटपुट? मींस नम का एड्रेस एंड पॉइंटर का एड्रेस मुझे सेम मिला था क्या? लेट अस ऑब्जर्व। हैव आई गॉट पॉइंटर एंड नम एड्रेस एज सेम? यस, इट इज सेम, सो इट इज गेटिंग इट। अब उसके बाद आई एम सेइंग प्लीज गिव मी द नम वैल्यू। इज इट गिविंग मी 17 इन परसेंट डी? यस। आई एम सेइंग प्लीज गिव मी वैल्यू एट PTR, बट ये मेरा void टाइप का पॉइंटर है, इसको ये नहीं पता है कि मुझे 1000 से, कैन आई से, ये 1000 से 1004 तक डेटा जाएगा और ये 2000 से 2001 तक ही डेटा जाएगा बिकॉज ऑफ 1 बाइट। अब मेरे पॉइंटर को पता है क्या कि मुझे कितने बाइट्स का रेफर करना है? अगर मैं पॉइंटर का स्केल फैक्टर नहीं बताऊंगी तो उसको नहीं समझेगा। दैट्स द रीजन, बिकॉज इट इज अ वॉइड पॉइंटर, दैट्स द रीजन मैंने उसको यहाँ पे सिर्फ बता दिया कि प्लीज कंसिडर दिस पॉइंटर एज अ इंटीजर पॉइंटर एंड देन यू प्लीज फेच द वैल्यू। तो इसलिए उसने 17 दिया। After that, I am saying now my pointer is holding address of CH. So can I say now this particular pointer is now pointing to address of CH, means अब ये कनेक्शन चला गया, अब मेरे पॉइंटर में 2000 मेमोरी एलोकेशन आया, अब ये डेटा पूरा चला गया, ये कनेक्शन चला गया इसका। अब मेरा पॉइंटर किसको पॉइंट कर रहा है? इट इज पॉइंटिंग टू CH now. This connection is lost. If it is pointing to CH, again I'm saying please tell me the address of PTR and CH. It is giving me the address of PTR and CH. जब मैं उसको बोलती हूँ कि प्लीज गिव मी CH इन परसेंट सी, इट इज एबल टू गिव मी। बट जब मैं उसको बोलती हूँ प्लीज गिव मी वैल्यू एट PTR, माई PTR इज ऑफ टाइप void. अगर void है तो उसको पता नहीं है कि मुझे कितने बाइट्स रेफर करना है, तो मैं पहले पॉइंटर को कन्वर्ट करती हूँ। आर यू गेटिंग? Muskan, have I ever drawn a diagram like this is my pointer and pointer is holding this value? क्या मैंने ऐसा डायग्राम ड्रॉ किया है क्या कभी पॉइंटर में अब तक? नेवर। पॉइंटर पूरे डेटा को होल्ड नहीं करता है, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन। पॉइंटर हमेशा किसी भी बेस एड्रेस को पॉइंट करता है, जैसे आपका यहाँ पे 1000 है, यहाँ पे 2000 means indirectly if I draw num के 4 bytes means ये पहला बाइट रहेगा, this will be the second byte, this will be the third byte, this will be the fourth byte। ये कैरेक्टर है तो ये उसका एक ही बाइट रहेगा। अगर मैं बोलती हूँ पॉइंटर इज ऑफ टाइप इंटीजर तो नम के वो चारों बाइट्स का डेटा फेच करके देगा, एंड इफ आई एम सेइंग इट इज ऑफ टाइप कैरेक्टर तो वो सिर्फ एक ही बाइट का डेटा फेच करेगा। Have you understood now? It is not like पूरा वैल्यू पॉइंटर में नहीं जाता है। पॉइंटर पॉइंट्स टू विच लोकेशन? ओनली दिस बेस एड्रेस, ओनली दिस बेस एड्रेस। अगर इंटीजर रहेगा तो वो यहाँ का, यहाँ का, यहाँ का, यहाँ का चारों बाइट्स का डेटा फेच करके देगा, एंड इफ इट इज ए कैरेक्टर तो वो सिर्फ यहाँ का डेटा फेच करके देगा। आई होप नाउ यू आर क्लियर विद दिस डायग्राम प्रॉपरली। हैव यू अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? This concept is called as void pointer. Void pointer को is basically used जब मुझे पता है कि मुझे एक ही पॉइंटर से काम चल जाएगा, मुझे दो पॉइंटर यूज से मेरी मेमोरी बच गई, मेमोरी सेव हो गई, दैट्स इट। ऋषिकेश, ऋषि, विल इट बी अ रॉन्ग सिचुएशन? आप उसको बोल रहे हो फ्लोट लो और आप पॉइंटर को इंटीजर में पॉइंट करा रहे हो। इज इट अ डेवलपर मिस्टेक? यस। Yes, Anirudh, typecast is all only used with the void. Okay, now, all right. 17 binary 8421 number system. 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. ठीक है, are they? Day 16 underscore 3.c. I request everyone ensure please listen to the session very carefully. The reason is there are many more topics which are there which are going to come. So एक single topic में इतना confusion create मत करो आप. I try my level best to explain you in a very simple way with the help of diagrams too. But it is a request for be focused, right? All right. Shall I go ahead now to the next point which is called as pointer arithmetic? ठीक है. Good. Now, let us say I have integer num is equal to 10. I have integer pointer ptr which is holding the address of num. Now, I will write printf num value in %d, pointer ptr in %d, address of num in %u, and ptr in %u. I assume now you must not have any problem into this statement. And you guys are able to understand this statement very clearly. Okay, I have created 16. I'll just rename this. It's day 6. I'm sorry. So it's giving me 10, 10, some address, some address. All right, good. Now, I'm saying I am performing pointer plus plus ptr. And I'm saying I'll just try to print this value. There are different combinations. In case of pointer arithmetic, we will go step by step. Let us observe. First, understand. I'm just taking this address 6632. Can I say this will be treated as plus plus 6632? Can I say like this? Go along with me, everyone. Don't look at the output. Now, I'll say plus plus 6632 किया. It is a increment operation. Increment से value क्या होना चाहिए? It should increment by 1, 6, 6, 3, 3. ऐसा होना चाहिए. Right. Now, this was the normal arithmetic. जब हम 5 में plus plus 5 करते हैं तो 6 आता है. But can I say here, I am trying to perform increment in address, right? जब हम increment in address करते हैं तो address is equal to address plus 1 ऐसे perform कर रही हूं मैं, right? That means I am performing increment in address. This will go to 6636. The reason behind that is this is called as pointer arithmetic. Pointer arithmetic is different than normal arithmetic. It observes the scale factor of a pointer. अब मेरा scale factor क्या है? Scale factor of the pointer is integer. तो 6632 उसके next memory location पे जाएगा and 6636 देगा. समझ में आया? Everyone. Means if I try to draw a diagram, in that case, I have a num value, I have a pointer value. Let us say this is my num. मुझे address मिला है 6632. Pointer के अंदर है 6632. This is my pointer, and I have said my num is holding the value 10. Right? My pointer is pointing to this memory location. When I'm saying plus 6632, will my pointer point to 6636? Means what? Pointer के अंदर address एक से increment हुआ and pointer is holding now 6636. Do you all agree? Everyone? Yes or no? Means again, अब मेरा pointer जो num को point कर रहा था अब वो 663 लोकेशन पे पॉइंट कर रहा है. ओके, मींस कैन आई से 6636 शायद इसके इमीडिएट बाद वाला रहेगा. कैन आई से लाइक दिस? राइट. नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट इज नम by looking at the diagram 10? Can you please tell me what is address of num? Address of num 6632. Can you please tell me what is PTR? 6636. Can you tell me what is value at PTR? Am I aware about it? मुझे पता है क्या 6636 पे कौन सी वैल्यू है अभी? 10 कैसे? 10 तो 6632 पे है, वो कनेक्शन चला गया. It is a garbage value. I am not aware कि अब मेरे पॉइंटर में क्या कंटेंट्स है. समझ में आया? Everyone, have you understood? So let us observe the output. I have got on the first line correct output 10 10 6632 6632. But when I try to increment the address, num का वैल्यू तो मुझे करेक्ट आया 10. num का एड्रेस भी चेंज नहीं हुआ because it is fixed 6632. But can you see pointer का एड्रेस and pointer का वैल्यू? pointer का एड्रेस have been increment 6636 आया, but वैल्यू उसने मुझे गार्बेज दे दिया. It can come as any value. एड्रेस ही उसने प्रिंट कर दिया. Have you understood? Everyone? Yes or no? Yes, Muskan, I will take all the possible combinations. Please hold on and wait. Right. Why we are increasing the pointer? It might be the possibility, हार्दिक, जैसे आप num प्लस प्लस करते थे, प्लस प्लस num करते थे, वैसे आपको पॉइंटर प्लस 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 पॉइंटर ऐसे कॉम्बिनेशन आ सकता है ना. तो अगर मैं एड्रेस में प्लस को प्लस प्लस करती हूँ तो मुझे नेक्स्ट मेमोरी एड्रेस पे लेके जाता है. दिस इज व्हाट इट मींस. देविदास, यू कैन टेक एनी कॉम्बिनेशन. अगर आपने कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर लिया और आपने उस पॉइंटर को प्लस प्लस किया तो कैरेक्टर का स्केल फैक्टर क्या है? 1. तो वो पॉइंटर 1 लोकेशन आगे जाएगा. दिस इज कॉमन. और यू कैन से इट विल वर्क इन द सिमिलर वे. यू कैन प्रैक्टिस. ऑलराइट. हाउ टू कन्वर्ट 6632 टू 6636? अक्षय, इट इज बेसिकली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि इनिशियली मेरा पॉइंटर जो नम को पॉइंट कर रहा था मुझे रैंडम बेस एड्रेस है. सपोज मैं बोलती हूँ नहीं, मैंने नम ड्रॉ किया, उसको 1000 मेमोरी लोकेशन है एंड इफ आई एम परफॉर्मिंग पॉइंटर प्लस प्लस पीटीआर, तो अब पीटीआर के अंदर कौन सा मेमोरी एड्रेस आएगा? 1004 आएगा. यू कैन ड्रॉ द डायग्राम्स एट योर एंड टू. ओके अक्षय. तेजस, फ्लोट दिया. फ्लोट का स्केल फैक्टर क्या है? 4 बाइट्स. 4 बाइट्स है तो वो फिर से 4 बाइट आगे जाएगा, फिर से आपको गार्बेज वैल्यू देगा अगर उसको वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगा तो. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट. ऑलराइट दुर्गेश, लेट मी जस्ट गो अहेड स्टेप बाय स्टेप. ओके. अब नाउ आई एम राइटिंग instead of pointer plus plus ptr, I am writing plus plus pointer ptr. Understand the difference. Plus plus value at ptr, plus plus What is value at PTR? Can you please tell me? 10. अगर प्लस प्लस 10 किया तो मुझे क्या आउटपुट आएगा? इट्स अ वैल्यू, तो वो मुझे 11 देना चाहिए. Please understand the difference when I write this, how it makes the difference. So you need to remember these combinations. Have you understood? Shall I proceed ahead? Everyone. Good. Next. I'll write. I'll say here, inside the bracket, pointer PTR को fetch करो और plus plus perform करो. Let us observe the output one more time. Can you see? It will fetch value at 6632 plus plus. Due to the brackets, bracket will get evaluated first. 10 plus plus. Can I say it will give me 11? Is it giving me 11? Right. तो ये कॉम्बिनेशंस आपको याद रखनी है कि ब्रैकेट के अंदर मैं पॉइंटर पीटीआर लिखती हूं तो पहले वैल्यू को फेच करता है, इंक्रीमेंट करता है, एंड देन इट गोस अहेड. राइट. सपोज आई जस्ट राइट value at PTR plus plus. Now please observe and check. In this scenario, can you see it is giving me garbage value? It is because value at PTR plus plus, how this will be treated? 6632 plus plus. Due to the plus plus is having highest precedence, इसलिए पहले वो 6636 इंक्रीमेंट करेगा एंड आपको गार्बेज वैल्यू देगा. Can you see it is giving me garbage values? Everyone. So अगर आपने पॉइंटर पीटीआर प्लस प्लस लिखा तो वो क्या इंक्रीमेंट कर रहा है? एड्रेस इज इंक्रीमेंटिंग. अगर आपने पॉइंटर पीटीआर प्लस प्लस लिखा तो वैल्यू गेट्स इंक्रीमेंटेड wherever your pointer is pointing. And here pointer plus PTR, here also value gets incremented. And in this scenario, address was getting incremented. Did you all get the meaning of pointer arithmetic? पॉइंटर अरिथमेटिक मींस अगर आपका पॉइंटर जिस भी लोकेशन पे पॉइंट कर रहा है, बेस्ड ऑन द स्केल फैक्टर, इट विल गो अहेड एंड परफॉर्म योर ऑपरेशंस. ओके, समझ में आया? द स्केल फैक्टर ऑफ द पॉइंटर एंड इंट्रोडक्शन टू पॉइंटर. ऑलराइट, सो विद दिस we will stop for 10 to 15 minutes and then we will continue with the next point in the pointer concept. All right, so I'll stop the recording.